Hello! I am live again backstage because I have about 25 minutes before I'm due on stage, and I thought I'd just come and say hi. It's nice to be back at work again, and I've just been brought in for an extra 2 shifts tomorrow before I then go to the theatre to do the theatre show. So it's going to be all go, 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 go. Quite bright, I'm going to turn this down. There we go. Yeah, so I am basically getting my set together and sorting that stuff out. I've got a couple of videos that I'm going to be planning out soon. One is for the giveaway, the amazing artist that has donated the artwork for the giveaway. I'm going to do a little piece on her because she's incredible, and the artwork that she's done for me is just insane. In fact, I was going to try and find it, but I just realised I'm streaming from my phone and the picture's on my phone, so I can't show you that. But I'll do a video on it, and you can come back for that later on. But I'm also going to do a video on working full-time in the entertainment music industry, if you will, like as a performer, and ways in which I found have really helped me. For example, like not just how I've done theatre, I've done obviously cruise work and corporate events and pub gigs and clubs and all sorts of stuff, and they've all taught me different things. Hello Sophie, how are you? Yes, it's all taught me sort of taught me different things, and they're all skills I think are worth knowing, especially if you want to earn a living full-time from singing, from performing, and I think they're useful tips. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know any more than, hi Shannon, how are you? I don't know any more than anyone else. This is just from my own personal experience, but I want to do a video on that, so maybe help any of you guys that want to sort of start working in the industry and sort of exploring other avenues as well. If you're used to just doing musical theatre, there are so many other avenues in which to earn revenue from what you do, and I think that it's easy. It's an easy way of doing it, which I think personally would benefit people knowing. It's all stuff I've learned through the years that I think would be really useful. Also, a little bit more about kind of how I carry on now. So I used to have a really bad stage fright. I didn't like getting up in front of people. In fact, it was like the last thing I wanted to do. And I still feel that way now. I know I do YouTube videos, but you got to remember, for me, like this right now is just me in a room chatting to a camera. It's just me in a room singing to a camera. It's not in front of people. I can deal with that. Being on stage out there right now is not my favourite thing to do. I dread it, and that's why I sort of got into sort of theatre, because it's a character. You're not you on stage, and it really helps you sort of come out of yourself. Yeah, getting over stage fright and how I sort of kind of now, it's kind of a byproduct of what I do now. So if I want to earn money doing what I do and do my hobby for a living, being on stage is just kind of part and parcel of that. It's not my favourite part of the job. It's not my least favourite part of the job, but it's not my favourite part of the job. So I'm going to try and do a video on sort of kind of overcoming stage fright and ways in which that I kind of get around that. I'm an oddity, I find, when it comes to performing stuff. I perform because I love it. Hello, how are you, Zach?
Hello, darling. I'm very good, thanks. Are you alright?
We're live at the moment. How are you?
Oh, hello. Are we live on Facebook?
Social distancing, Zach!
No, I've got a mask on. I've got a mask
I haven't.
Guys.
Oh. There are people watching it. They're all saying hi.
Oh, hello.
You'll see it pop up here. Just say hi and it will come up there somewhere. But yes.
It's a good job I've got clothes on tonight.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
We are actually in a dressing room at the moment.
Zach has the most amazing arse. Look at that. Look at that. Fine specimen of a man. Yes, so I've seen more of Zach than I care to say. But yeah, so it's kind of not my favourite part, but it's not my least favourite part. It's something I've grown to sort of accept as part of the job. If I could play silly characters and stuff on my own, that's what I'd rather do, to be perfectly frank with you. I'm never ever happy with a performance that I give, and hey Sophie, how are you? Yeah, I'm never kind of happy with the performance that I give. I'm very self-critical, and that's, again, like I said in the last live, kind of the reason I have the 2-take rule with the hi Irene, how are you? With the daily challenge. Or I'd love to get involved in the theatre, but more backstage. See, backstage stuff's amazing. I've done backstage stuff. I've been a stagehand, and I've done lighting before. When I produce my own shows, which obviously I'm doing that at the moment. When it comes to teching, I'll take you with me on that as well, because teching a show is something I genuinely love doing. Setting the lighting and getting the atmosphere and all that sort of stuff. It's something I really, really love. I love all aspects of theatre, not just the performance side of things. Like, backstage work can be so much fun. You will see that. I'll possibly, it might help you. I'll see if I can interview some of the tech guys I work with, because they're incredible. Swifty is insane at his job. He's very, very good. But yeah, no, backstage stuff's awesome, and it's something I really, really love. And it's kind of how I got into theatre as well. I'll explain a little bit about me here. So when I was little, I'm still little, but when I was a kid, I used to work in the kitchens in this place. This place kind of introduced me to entertainment, and then I was a kitchen skipper, like 14, 15, we could work back then. And I used to watch the theatre shows here, and then I went to college and I went to university, and I started doing shows. No one needs to hear me sing. You know what? Anyone can sing. Do you know what I found as well? Is that you don't have to have the most amazing voice. The thing that will sell you is you. Hey, Lionblade 97. I've not seen you here before, but hello. The thing that will sell you is you. You know, there's only one you, and whether you're the best singer in the world, I'm not the best singer in the world. I sing because I enjoy it, and if people like that, then that's great. You like my singing, thank you very much. Someone has to, I suppose. But yeah, I do it because I genuinely love it, and that's why you should do anything in life. If you don't genuinely love what you're doing, you're wasting your life. Like, there's a guy I watch on YouTube. I'll mention him in the next vlog. I can't think of the channel name right now, but he's awesome. He gives some of the best advice to anyone wanting to sort of break into a business. The best commodity you have, if you are under 20 or you are 20, utilize that time. I'm 35 now, so now I'm lucky. I knew early on what I wanted to do, and I kind of just pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed, and now I do it full time as a living. I've been doing it full time for 18 years. I'm very, very lucky in that respect. Some people aren't so much. They don't know what they want to do. They just know that it's, oh bless you, thank you, Shannon. But it's not necessarily, you know, you have to understand, like, people will, I'm not 26 but feel old. You're not old, so you've got all the time old. So you think of now as 26 to say 35, right? You now have 9 years, 9 whole years to break in and do what you want to do. And with the internet as a tool, you can teach yourself anything from home now. There is no excuse for not being up on your information. We have the tools, it's just whether people choose to use them. I choose to use the tools that I have. So in terms of editing, in terms of singing, in terms of tracks, I utilize everything I can to do the best I can at what I do within my own personal, hello Dan Talks Theatre. Dan, this is for you as well, you need to know this. So yeah, anything you want to do now between 20 and 35, do it. Try everything, because that is time that you'll never. I would trade everything I have right now, for 15 years, 20 to 35, 15 years that I have had, I would trade everything for that time. Because in 15 years, with the knowledge I know now, I would be miles ahead in what I'm doing. So utilize that time, it's insane. Also, just know your business. Like, if you want to break into the entertainment industry, you have to understand, like, there is, like any job in the world, there's going to be things you hate, there's going to be things you love. I love singing. I don't necessarily like being on stage, but that's part and parcel of it. I don't like the admin side of things. That's part of it. You have to do all of it. There's always going to be things you hate, but you have to keep in your head that you're doing what you love. And there are some people that are in jobs they absolutely hate, and they have to do it day in, day out. So I consider it a win. If you find, say, one part in your job a bit annoying that you don't really like doing, you're very, very lucky. Not everything in life can be fun and games all the time. So I can honestly say, use the time you've got now. So exactly, thank you, Aaron Smith. It's true. Utilize your time wisely. Like, it's one of these things that when you're young, you don't realize you have it until it's gone. Dan has a podcast, I think. Do you have a podcast now, Dan? I know you do Twitch now, and I know you do a few things now, don't you? We'll do another live. I'm finding more time to do lives at work, so maybe I'll arrange a live for me and you do a live, Dan, when I'm at work and you're free as well, because that's my time in between sets that I have to do stuff now. But yeah, you know, if you want to break into this industry, there's so many opportunities to do that now. You know, if you do musical theatre, the best way, I found the best way for me was doing silly pub gigs for a start, because nowhere else you're going to learn and have a face-to-face, one-on-one audience, and they will tell you, oh, Disney's awesome, man. I like doing the Disney stuff. I need to do some more Disney stuff. I need to find some more bits. But yeah, like pub gigs, you are one-on-one, face-to-face with people who are drinking, and they will tell you what they think of you. So if you're doing something wrong, they'll tell you, you know. But never get discouraged when someone tells you you're not doing it right. You know, you have to be true to you. If you're enjoying it, and you know, 1 out of 10 people enjoy what you're doing, then keep doing it, you know. Learn some different skills along the way, and eventually you'll find your audience. Like, there are ways and means of being yourself and being in this industry. For years, I tried to sort of do what I thought people wanted me to do, and it worked to a degree. But it wasn't until I stopped really caring. I said what I wanted on stage, and I was me, that I really started taking off, and now I do it full time, and it's because I am me. If I don't like something, I'm not going to do it, because at the end of the day, I won't be enjoying it, so then the audience won't enjoy it. It's for example, I've done the Frankie Valli show for 5 years. I loved every second of it. Towards the end of me doing it, I was getting tired of it, and it's because it's the same thing every week for 5 years. Oh, thank you very much, Harry. Yeah, it's the same thing for like 5 years, and you get to a point where you go, I'm not enjoying this like I was. And I personally felt, by people coming to see us in a theatre and seeing me do this job that I weren't really enjoying anymore, because I'd done it so much that it had kind of gone stale for me, I felt a bit bad taking their money for doing that. So I quit. I quit doing that, and I've moved on, I've done other things, and I've carried on and pushed, and I've changed. Thank you very much. I enjoyed doing Frankie's Guys. It was amazing, and I would, you know what, having the break from it, when I get a chance to go back and do things with them now, I enjoy it all the more because I'm no longer doing it. When I'm doing it week in, week out, you get tired of things. You know, you kind of get to a point where you go, I'm not enjoying this anymore. And as soon as you feel like that, you shouldn't do it, because it's not fair on the audience paying to see you do it, because you're not happy and they won't be happy. They can tell. They'll be able to tell. And then as soon as you do something fresh and new, and you really enjoy it, you're going to put your all into that, and you're going to learn more, and you're going to adapt. And if you truly want something to work, you'll make it work. The worst thing you can do is ever give up on an idea. If you try something once and it doesn't work, go back to the drawing board, keep the body of what you've got, and then just change the elements. It's the same with sets. It's the same with a musical. It's the same with, like, you go to a musical, you know, it's not just like that's the musical done. They've gone through previews, they've gone through rehearsals, they've gone through a whole writing thing. It's changed and changed and changed over time until they've got it how they feel is right. You know, and sometimes things don't work. Like Martin Guerre didn't work well in London at all, and then the new production came back and it done quite well. Exactly. Try everything once. Exactly. You shouldn't put yourself in a box, and also you shouldn't let people tell you no. I've been very lucky. My family have been very, very supportive in what I do. Whether they thought it could be a full-time job is a different story. I don't think my family ever did. I think they were always worried that it would be kind of a dead-end thing. It's kind of a hobby. People see it as a hobby. It's not a hobby, but it's a job. It's a real job. In what I do, like, I spend 40% of my time singing. The rest of that time is putting sets together, is working on new projects, is learning new material. Especially this year, I've learned so much more material for musicals that I thought I won't waste that. I'm not going to waste that whole new body of material of musicals that I've done over the last year. I'm now putting that into a musicals concert show, and I'm going to do my whole spin on a whole musicals concert thing, and utilise what I've learned in that time. Checking my time because I'm on in 10 minutes. Did you have a backup plan in case? Honestly, no. No, I didn't. I didn't have a backup plan because it's what I wanted to do. It's as simple as that. I wanted to do it, and I was going to do it. And I guess if I got to this age and it still wasn't working, I'd just go get a regular job, and I'd just have to live in the fact that, you know, at least I tried. You know, I would quite happily if everything went wrong tomorrow, I said this during the pandemic, if entertainment industry was dead and it was gone, I'd quite happily go and work at Tesco. I'd quite happily go and work behind a bar again. I'd quite happily go and do retail again. I genuinely think if you want to do something, especially in this industry, you kind of know from a young age, if you really want to do something, you're never going to be happy doing anything else. You know, you have people who go away and walk away from it for a while, but they always end up coming back to back into the industry in some way, because it's infectious. When your job is also your hobby, it's kind of hard to do anything else. Like, I'm really boring in real life, to be perfectly fair, because this is all I talk about, because it's all I know, because I've been very, very fortunate for 18 years to do it as a living, and also have it as a hobby, and it hasn't gone stale for me, because whenever I get bored of a project, I move on, and I do something else. I always do the pub gigs, I do private gigs as well. I learn new material all the time because I enjoy doing it genuinely. I like the one-on-one. When I do like pub gigs and weddings and corporate events, I love getting to know people. Like, some of you on here I would have met doing what I do at pub gigs or at holiday camps or whatever, and you meet some amazing people and they teach you things as well, and you learn from those people. When you do theatre, you are kind of in a bubble in a way. Like, when you do a theatre, you do your thing, you come out from backstage, you see the people at the stage door, and then you go off. And unless someone comes to the show, you know, a million times, you don't really get to know people in the same way. You know, there's a lot to be said for when I get asked to do, say, a wedding. I don't see it as being asked to go and sing my job at a wedding. Absolutely, Sophie, absolutely. And I can tell Claire's now about to come in and say something as well. But yeah, it's one of these things. When I get asked to do a wedding, I don't consider it just me doing my job at a wedding. I consider it as someone has asked me to be part of a day in their life that they're going to remember forever. It's their wedding day. It's their one time getting married to that person, and it's something they'll remember forever. And they're asking you to be a part of that, which means they're putting their trust in you that you will bring something to that day and you will make it memorable for them. So you don't ever take that lightly, and actually, it's kind of the same feeling you get when you get cast in a musical that you really love and you're really passionate about, and they've gone, yes, we want you to play this character. It's the same thing when you get asked to do a wedding or a corporate stuff. They're trusting you to do a good job and entertain the people at that venue, you know. So it's a kind of a weird responsibility in a way, and if you don't enjoy doing it, then you shouldn't do it. The amount of singers I know that do it just for the money, just call me up, it's fine, no problem, I'll do the wedding, if I'm free that day, obviously. But yeah, the amount of singers I know that do it because it's just what they've done for a long time, it's kind of just a job now. I don't think that's the right way to be. You do get singers that do that, and that is a job, and they're amazing singers and they're amazing performers, but there's a lot to be said for. Hello. Right.
Yeah, I just wondering if you're happy for 9.
Oh, I'm happy for 9. I'm happy for 9.
7 minutes.
Oh, plenty of time.
Just make sure.
I'm all good, mate. I'm all good.
Awesome.
Say hi to the people. Unchained Melody is going to be your wedding song. Do I know that one? I don't know if I know that one. Unchained
Ghost.
Melody. Ghost! Yeah, I know that one. I recorded that, I think, for the challenge. It's fine. I'll remember it at some point. I'll be there in 3 minutes.
Alright, you got ages.
Okay, I'll be there in 3 minutes. I'm watching the clock. Don't panic.
No worries.
You're on it, mate. So, I'm getting checked on that. Yeah. So, yes, I mean, it's the same feeling you get from that. People are trusting you with something, and you want to do your best for them. If you're doing it because it's just a job and it's for the money, then you shouldn't be doing it. I mean, there are times, obviously, when you do have to do little gigs like that, but, you know, I did, didn't I? Yes, sorry. You know, I've done so many now on the channel, it's kind of hard to keep track. Honestly, before I do a recording session, I have to type in all the songs that I've chosen just to make sure I haven't done them already. Because, I mean, some of them I have repeated on purpose because I want to re-record them and do a better job, or weren't quite happy with the first recording. But generally, I try and do a new one every time. But I remember, sorry, yes, I do remember doing that for you. I'm now going to go back on stage, and then I've got 15 minutes after I finish this set, and then I'm going back on stage again. Old age, yeah, it is old age. I'm getting older. That's the thing as well. Whilst you're young, learn as much as you can, because eventually your memory will go. It does. Claire's just said a good point as well. If you're watching this now, the giveaway is still on. every comment that videos get goes into the bag. Every share that it gets goes into the bag, and names will be whoever's interacted the most with the channel will win the giveaway prize. So get on that. I'm now going to go and work. Thanks for joining me. I wasn't expecting people to join me this late in the evening, but you have, so thank you very much. I will see you tomorrow with probably another live, to be honest with you. I might go live before my set tomorrow. I quite like chatting to you guys. It's nice to get your feedback and have a little chat, but I'm going to do some videos on overcoming stage fright and overcoming sort of working in the industry, sort of ways in and ways you can work around that. So watch out for those videos. I'm also going to do a video on the fabulous artist that's donated a one-of-a-kind piece to the giveaway, and I will see you all tomorrow. Remember to click like, remember to check out today's cover, and which was from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and also check out this week's covers, because obviously the more views and the more shares and the more comments, YouTube algorithm, it works that way. You can help me reach more people. I count on you guys. You've been amazing. I'm now going to go and sing for some strangers, and I'll see you all a bit later. See you later, guys. Night.